Hi, let us learn about Power BI Desktop from the beginning. To get a Power BI Desktop, you have to open a Microsoft Store and search for Power BI Desktop, and you should be seeing a download option here. It is free for everyone can download and use it. Once it is downloaded, you can directly open a Power BI and import the input files. To import a Excel workbook, you can directly click on Excel workbook here. If your Excel is in CSV format, you should go into get data and select text bar CSV. I have a Excel workbook in XLSX format, so I'm going to click on Excel workbook here, and I'm going to select the Excel workbook, which is containing a example company data. So the Power BI is creating a connection with that Excel workbook. I'm going to select the sheet which I want to import. Okay, Power BI works based on the sheets, not on the Excel workbook, entire workbook. You need to select the sheet here, and you can directly load the data into the Power BI, or if you want to transform the data in the way you want. In the means, if your top row or a column name is incorrect, or if the format of the data imported is not in the way you want it, you can go into the transform data. If you go into the transform data, it will give you this window, and you can change the data type, and if your column name is not as per you want it, if the column names are shown in row 1, you can directly click on use first row as a header. Okay, if you click on first row as a header, the values which are in first row will be taken into the header. Okay, if you, as you can see here in the header, you are seeing a symbol here 1 2 3 ABC ABC ABC, which means the values in these columns are number. If you see 1 2 3, if you see ABC, the values in the columns are text. Okay, if the data in the cells are read as a number instead of a date, as you can see it is a founded year, I want it to be read as a date, so I will select this column and I can change the data type here. As you can see, the data type is in whole number, so I will just select and change it to date. Now the format will be changed as a date here. So as you can see, it is not as I required, because it was only containing the year, it was not containing the entire date, so it is not as I needed. So I will change it back to whole number. Okay, now it is giving me a founded year. Okay, this is how the transform data works, and there are multiple other options as well. If you want a column to be removed from this data, you can remove the column. If you want a column to be, if you want to choose a column, you can choose columns from here, or if you want to go to column, you can go to column from here. You can split the column, you can group the data. There are multiple options to transform your data. Once you are done with transforming the data, you can close and apply this data. Now the changes will be imported. As you can see, it is loading, it is creating a connection with the data. Let us wait for this to complete. If the size of the file is big, the more the time will be taken to create a connection. So now it is done creating a connection. Once it is done, you should be seeing the sheet name here, not the workbook name, sheet name in the workbook which you have imported. If you expand this, you should be seeing the column header, which are the column names. Okay, this is how you import a data into a Power BI. Thank you. In coming videos, I will be explaining more about the Power BIs. Let me know in your comments if you have any doubts.